Hey everyone, welcome to our client interview today. So today we have Idriis, one of our clients. So Idriis, can you tell us briefly about your business, what you do, and explain a little bit?
Okay, and for sure. And my name is Abu Haytham Idriis, and I run Zad Institute, which is an online coaching program for Muslims and who live in the Western countries. I help them master the Quran and Islamic studies, and I've been doing this for the past and couple of years, but for the online, I've been doing it for the past 1 year and a half so far.
Okay, amazing. And can you share with us, Idriis, like where you were before working with us and after working with us, like when it comes to booked appointments, the overall channel growth and everything?
Yeah, for sure, fact. And so first at the beginning was very tough, and because YouTube was very big thing, and I used to try to upload something, but I never had the system or the frameworks that I need to use in order for me to reach where I'm at right now. So that's where speed leads came in, Bilal. And so at the beginning when we started, and the whole flow used to be just I look at whatever that's working and just try to upload it. But afterwards, when I started working with Bilal and or speed leads, space leads, it became more easier. So the first month we booked around within the first 2 weeks we booked around 20 calls, like after posting first and video month, which is worth almost like 40 grand since we were selling and the offer around $2,000 and at that price. Then the first video had 16,000, which is crazy in the first 30 days. Then we signed 3 clients and organically and just from YouTube to school directly. So it was a journey that was very good. Then we almost like every week we had those low ticket clients that were coming in. We had over within the first 30 days, we had almost 2,000 subscription less than 2 months, which is another thing that was a blown mind. And right now we're almost in at and 50,000 views, and we're getting a lot of views too. So yeah, it was a good journey, to be honest.
Yeah, that was amazing. And as you said, like 20 calls from the first ever video, literally. This is insane, like worth 40K because you were selling the high ticket for 2K per sale, right? So
Yeah.
it was worth 40K in total. So yeah, that was super amazing. And when it comes to the content creation process, Idris, like how it was before and how it was after working with us. So when it comes to creating content, the entire process.
Yeah. So as I said at the beginning, I didn't had no experience. I didn't had the depth of knowing and the framework or system that actually running YouTube for online coaching program, because it's a different game. Like you have to be more systematic. You have to have all this different stuff. So I never knew what is SEO. I never know that you have to make sure that you have hooks and whatnot. So when Space came in, like they made the process more easier. So like I didn't have to sit down and record. I did the only thing that I did was I just had to sit down and record, and that's all I did. So the SEO was covered, and the scripting was covered, and the timing was covered, and everything was in a process, or it was in a sequence that is very very easy for me to take, where I just had to find a time to sit down and record. Like even the editing was taken care of too. So posting, it was very easy. So the mechanistic, the method that the space leads use is very very straightforward. So as a person who owns a business, and it's very tough to work in the business or on the business, which is two
Yeah.
things that you have to do. So working in the business is YouTube is part of it, because that's how you get clients. So you have to have a framework or system that you need to work, which was very phenomenal working with and it space leads.
Yeah, I truly agree. Like being able to work on the business, not inside of the business, is the ultimate thing that you need to do as a founder. Like it is all about leverage simply. So yeah, 100%. And what was the main challenge or what were the main challenges you have faced? And did you think that the only way to scale your coaching business is just paid ads or also organic content?
And so answering the first question, which is what was the main challenge that I faced?
Yeah,
The main challenge that I faced was that there's a lot of stuff that I need to work on in terms of running a business, right? You have to record content, you have to work with the clients. So client acquisition and client fulfillment is two different categories, and these are two different departments, and each one of them there is a lot of many things that goes under it. So for YouTube, it was very difficult was because I was focused more on delivering results. what happened was that when I was done with the clients that I was working on, then I didn't have any system work and I get more clients. So that was a challenge. I didn't know how to actually run a YouTube in terms of getting like organic and clients from only watching your videos. It was an open eye for me. For the second question, which is, and like, do I feel like running and a business or to grow a coaching business, it's only through paid ads? Obviously no. Like obviously no. Cause and paid ads are expensive. Like the more you pay money, the more your clients and acquisition becomes more expensive, right?
Yeah.
So, and this will continue being like this. So having a backup or having a YouTube channel or having a way that you can build where you can get organic clients, in my opinion, should be a must for any business, right? That's why you see most of the business right now trying to create content in a different ways. So for the coaching business, it's very straightforward. You talk about the problems that your clients have, you give them a solution, you provide value as much as possible. However, the paid ads becomes a support for your business, for the YouTube or your content in general. Where when you run ads, people, when they land on your page, there has to be something they have to watch. So that's where they start benching your content. That's how they and build it up that trust. And from there it becomes more easier and easier. So probably you're gonna end up in a place that you don't have to pay any ads to get to get a client. Only YouTube will take care of everything. And YouTube is very smart at this moment. They're like, AI is very crazy. So they will only show your content those that they know for a fact are interested into it. So as you can see, it's going to build up that compound effect or that domino effect where it becomes more easier and easier and easier.
Yeah, 100%. And as you said as well, when it comes to the cost to acquire clients, it is very, very expensive on paid ads. But for content, you're literally not paying anything. And also, like when it comes to YouTube, it's gonna pay you to acquire clients when it comes to the ad revenue. Like once you are monetized, you're gonna make money to acquire new clients, which is very impressive. So yeah. And can you describe the time commitment and the effort commitment that you had when it comes to working with us? Like what were your responsibilities? What the things you had to do? Yeah, the workflow simply.
So the only thing that I had to do was, as I said, is just sit down and record. That's all. Nothing else. Like literally the only thing that I had to do on my calendar was to find a time that I can sit down and just record. That's all. I didn't have to think about what am I going to say. I didn't have to think about how should I say, because we had that script and then in the future where space leads actually take care of your script too, because and they know what they're doing in terms of saying the right words, because it's not about what to say, it's about how you say it too. So there's a lot of ways that they can work, and then there's bullet points, there's word to word. So for me, it was just finding a time in my calendar and just sitting down and batching as much as possible, right? So it's broken down to monthly, depending on how much you want to post throughout the whole month. Like for me, it was once a month, once every week, 4 times per month. So it was a month batch. So it was very, very straightforward. Find a time, sit down and record. That's all you need to do. Nothing else. You don't have to think about the editing. It was very straightforward. So it took me throughout the whole week, probably the amount of minutes, like one hour. If it's like one video, if I'm going to record one video, and if it's like more than that, probably 1 hour and a half. So max, if I can sit down and record 4 pieces of content, probably that will take me 2 hours to 2 hours and a half, depending if it's one time or separated throughout the whole week. That you just do it once. So yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And also, I think like you're not really consistent with YouTube. Like we give you some steps and you delay a little bit. But like although the result that we got is impressive, but we actually didn't post that much. Like we can actually do more, but still we got really good results. So imagine if we posted more content and you were consistent with recording.
It was my end, yes. As I said, because when you're working on a business, YouTube, it's part of the process. Like you should make it part of the process. So for me, as Bilal said, I wasn't consistent, and we could have done more better, to be honest. Like I think so. Like if I double down on this, if I just put my head down and just be like, I'm gonna go all in content, I'm pretty sure we would have had at least triple of the results that we have right now, which is crazy until right now. Like I cannot believe it. So if you have to be consistent with it, like yes, for sure, you have to build it as a habit. You have to be very comfortable speaking to the camera. If you feel like I'm like I don't know what to say in front of the camera, well, that's where the scripting comes in, and that's that's how that Bilal and it's basically to take care of you.
Yeah,
So yeah.
we're actually also helping you. Like we helped you with the setup, what to say, how to say it, all of this stuff when it comes to the recording process as well. So yeah,
Yeah, I totally agree.
awesome. So based on the results right now, Idris, like where do you think your business is gonna go in the next 6 to 12 months? Like based on these current results.
So based on these results, so my goal in the long run is just to focus more on content and focus better than focus on paid ads. So again, it goes back to the concept where paid ads is like for any beginner, that's where you start paying the game. Like that you pay so you can play the game. But however, when you become advanced, like your goal is not to pay money. You should be paid when you're getting clients, right? You have to have a system where you set up and where the client, when they come in, they pay for the acquisition for the next person if you want to play the paid game. And if not, organically, it's the second thing probably. Like for me, like for the next 6 to 12 months, my goal is just to get at least 4 or 5 clients and from YouTube, just from organically, not running ads. That's the
Yeah,
ultimate goal. And beyond that is just quitting paid ads and just going all in organically, where I can get all the clients that I need from organically, where I don't have to pay anything. That's where you build your brand. That's where you have your personal brand, where everybody who's in your ecosystem knows who you are. They follow you, they trust you. So when you offer them something, they're ready to pay, right? So in paid ads, you're not going to be able to have that because you're running ads to cold audience. But when you have warm leads, they know you, they trust you, they saw you providing value.
it's much
Well,
easier.
that's where the magic happens, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where the
much
magic
easier.
happens. Yeah.
100%. I totally agree. Okay, right now, when it comes to working with us as well, what
Mhm.
surprised you the most about working with us? And what were the misconceptions or the things that you had in your mind before working with us as well?
Yeah. Also, what surprised me the most is the amount of effort that it needs to take and in order for you to have good results. So if you really want to take YouTube to the next level or building a personal brand, you cannot do it by yourself. You should have a team. You should have a person that has expertise that knows what they're doing, right? Like there's a lot of things that you will need to learn in order for you to run a profit YouTube. It's not just something that you do it once and it will work. You know, there's editing, there's scripting, there is timing, there is audience understanding, there's SEO, there's a lot of things that as a business owner, like if you really want to make this as part of your journey learning this, well, no brainer. Well, go ahead. No, by means, like go ahead and do it. But if you
Yeah,
really want to grow and just focus on delivering value and building a personal brand as fast as possible, well, that's where you have to get a person that understands the core principles of building YouTube and as a personal brand or as a content engine that you can make money from in the long run. So for me, I was surprised the amount of effort. And the second thing that surprised me was that, and as a person that need to do a lot of stuff in their business, you can only do few things that matters the most and you can just delegate to others. Like you don't have to do every single thing in the business. You can find a team, you can hire a team. And of course, I know that everybody are not in the same level. Like some people are starting brand new and some people are like a little bit advanced. So if you have the what is it called? The capital, if you have the time to delegate this to another person, right? Because later on you're paying a price. You're already paying the price, which is your knowledge, your time, right? Like pay it right now or pay it later, right? So I'm surprised with those two things. Like I can actually sit down and record. That's all I need to do. I'm still surprised with that. And the other thing was that the amount of detailed things that you need to do in order for you to have a profit YouTube and channel.
yeah,
So, and the other question was, which is the misconceptions that I had before starting. Like for, I thought YouTube was actually for vlogging, to be honest. Like for me, I was like, I never thought that YouTube would be a place that you can actually make money from, right?
yeah.
And I never
Like you
thought
get
I
a
was
big
like,
audience, make
yeah.
millions of subscribers, millions of
Yeah,
views.
I was like, I saw Mr. Beast and other different content creators, and they're like, yeah, they have extra time. They were just recording, talking about with them. But however, when I started the business, they're like, wow, like there's a back scene. There's other things on the back end where they have those brand deals, and they have all these type of things on the back end where the average viewer doesn't see. Like that's why you like we have that's why you see people follow these massive YouTube content or YouTube and personal figures, and but they don't know how do they make money, how this person spends all these hours on YouTube without them working. Well, that's where the back end happens. They have
Yeah,
and what's called brand deals. They have this coaching program, they have these products that they send and that they sell. But yeah, so
yeah.
for me, I was like, YouTube was like, it's an extra thing, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yes. So now, Idriis, like, if someone is on the fence about working with us, what would you tell them? Like, what do you say?
What would I say if a person is on a fence? I'll tell them, like, as I said, like, this knowledge, this is a knowledge. Like, I don't consider it as a skill. This is a knowledge. You're gonna pay this price later or right now. So it's up to you. Do you want to pay right now where you're gonna get the results as fast as possible, or you want to do everything by yourself and get all the scarf by yourself, and later on do it by your own, figure out by yourself? Like for me, I will go 100% that I will figure out a person who already does this for a living, who already does this for as a skill, and you learn everything. I'd rather to work with that person instead of being on the fence, be like, you know, like I don't have to do this. Like I could do by myself. Yeah, you could do by yourself. Like 100%. Yeah, you don't have to you don't have to pay, you don't have to do nothing. But however, you gotta pay the price from your time, right? So again, it goes back to the person. Like, do you really want to make do you really want to make a personal brand that's like that spreads out, that everybody knows about in a more strategically way, or you want to do this by making mistakes and learning from mistakes, and that will take a long period, and that will take a long journey. So I'd rather to learn the lesson with no scars. From my end, I will give you the advice: just go all in, give it a test, try it out. Everything is worth trying. Like why will you won't try it, right? Like
Yeah,
for me, I want to try it out, see it. If it doesn't work, back up. Like, no one is forcing you. If it worked out for you, well, guess what? It is gonna work out for you. Why? Because you trust it in, and you betting on yourself. So if you're on the fence, go ahead, try it out, see it out. It will work out for fact, right? You will see some growth. And again, you don't have to do a lot of stuff. Like, you don't have to do everything by yourself, right? So that would be my advice for any person on the fence.
yeah, amazing. So, any final thoughts you want to tell the viewers, Idriis?
Any final? Yeah. So first is delegation. If you're a business owner, if you watch this video and you're a business owner, like, delegation should be your first thing that you need to do. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can work on that's worth your time instead of doing, like, it's those type of stuff that you do right now, but it's not bringing that a lot of stuff to you in terms of what do you want to, where you want to be. If you look at your schedule right now and you're a business owner, there has to be few things that you can delegate right now. Right? There's a lot of books. You can read a lot of books around that. But one of them is that skills. Like, you can hire top and A talent that will take care of the things that you're good at. However, you're gonna focus on something else. But if you're a business owner, I'll tell you, like, go all in YouTube. Like, that's the next future, right? Personal brand will be the thing that will crush anyone else in the next 5-10 years from right now. If you have a solid if you have solid personal brand, AI won't affect you. But if you're starting right now and you want to figure out YouTube by yourself, well, guess what? You're already late. You came to the game late.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be a lot of stuff that you have to learn. There's has to be a lot of stuff that you need to do, right? So go all in yourself, bet on yourself, building personal brand starts from YouTube. Start doing that, and the goal is that you reach where a place that you don't have to pay for getting clients. They just come naturally, right? There are people getting clients from videos they recorded from 5 years ago. Think about that. 5 years ago. It's not like 5 months ago, 5 days ago, 5 years ago, right? Like, if you look at those people and you're like, man, these people are set, right? Like, and people are getting more into YouTube. They're not leaving the platform, right? I don't know how many people are using YouTube right now, but I think so. Half of the
Yeah,
world
they
is
did.
using YouTube.
Yeah,
How much people are using YouTube right now? 3 billion?
billions, yeah. I think
Yeah,
like
so think
a
about that.
couple of billions,
So
like
you
maybe
might record
two.
a video right now, 2025, and you're still making money 2050. Crazy, right? So go all in, and I hope that it will work for you. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Idriis. Really appreciate your time today. And yeah, if you're a coach, consultant, and you want to scale with YouTube, like, you can check down below the link. You can book a call and let's discuss this. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, Idriis.